So now this is the last lesson in the basic shape, but quite interesting as well. So we have the paw, ear and the tail that we need to do. So here is the simple paw, which means like if you're going to add a leg for an animal, this will be in front of that leg. So a very simple one, and then a teardrop shaped into a ear, and then we have the tail. Like for most of the animals, this will be a suitable tail that you can have. The ones that you're going to make the lion and the cow that are sitting animals, we are just going to use this. And then this interesting tail is the tail of a squirrel. Okay, so you can see it is quite flat, but then this is how it would be sitting, where we have the animal in the front and then we have the squirrel's tail going behind the body like that. Okay, so let's just do one by one. So the paw is quite simple. We just need a tiny amount of the fondant ball. Make a round ball, okay, and then just have it flattened using your finger. As simple as that. It's just an extension of the round, and then you have a flat round that we will be using for making the paw of the animal. Okay, and the next one we'll just do the ear. Again, I'm just going to take a tiny piece of the fondant, make a ball, okay, and then make a teardrop, and then going to flatten it. Okay, and then it is getting sticky, and then you need to just dab your fingers in corn flour and then make the teardrop flat. That will be the first step, and then we just use the Dresden tool and make the dent here. So we just be using it like that and have the Dresden tool to just create the dent here inside the flat teardrop, and continuing that you just be holding here and then pressing this one end and then making it furthermore pointy. Okay, so we have the here ear made, which is a broader side is here the teardrop, and then the Dresden tool was used on the inside to make the dent, and then the pointy side will be there, and that will be the ear. And then obviously we'll need 2 ears, and that will go on top of the head when we're making an animal's ear, right? And then let's make the tail. So we start with again first the ball, and then we're just doing sausage. So I'm just going to leave aside a thicker area on one side as I'm using the fondant smoother. I'm just going to narrow down only on one side, leaving the thicker side here. Make sure if it doesn't roll, then you just need to dust corn flour on your counter. If the fondant smoother is just not going to roll out and if it is going to just stay flat. Okay, so I'm just going to make this part stouter. So I'm holding here with my 2 fingers, okay, and then just press it down. So depending on the length of the tail, I just go and cut off what is not needed, and to this end I'm just going to use a craft knife and then just make hair lines. So one on the end I'm just going to actually cut out so it looks pretty much natural, and then otherwise here I'm just going to make only the lines, okay, and then I'm just going to shape it, not keep it like too flat. Okay, so we have the tail made for an animal's body, and finally let's have the shape of the squirrel. So again we know we just need to start off with making a ball, okay, and then a simple sausage, but now I'm just going to flatten it. I can use fondant smoother, and on one end I just want it a bit broader, and here I just want it narrower. Okay, and now here on this side, so one side I'm just going to bring it up, and then on the other side I'm just going to broaden it out and also narrow it, and going to take folds here. I'm just going to okay, so I'm just making a coil. So after this is done, so here again the shape is just going to be retained. So we can just make this ahead and then allow it to dry a bit when we are actually going to use it on the animal. Okay, so we have just made the squirrel's tail as well as part of the shape. Now the first thing, we just get back to what we made. The first one was the paw, which is flat circle, and then the next one is the animal's ear, and then we have the animal's tail, and then that is a special tail which is the squirrel's tail. And now let's name these shapes so we know how we are going to use it on the lessons. We have the shape S17, S18, S19 and S20, and these tags we will have to be sure when we are going to tag them later on in making the actual figurines lesson. So with this we've made a wide range of shapes that will be used in the rest of the course as well. I hope this was interesting, and you will be making each of these shapes one by one and then get them verified before we're just moving on to the actual lessons of making the figurine. So catch you up in the next lesson.